Hey, what's up, guys? So we had FIFA Club World Cup action. It was Mamelodi Sundowns going up against Borussia Dortmund, and the game ending 4-3 to Borussia Dortmund. I don't know how to feel, right? Like, there's one part of me that feels like, wow, Sundowns really gave good credit, like gave a good account of themselves, like really, really good. Then on the other hand, I'm just like, wow, Sundowns could have potentially won it. Like, they could have potentially won it if they managed the game really well, if they managed it a lot better. But that's the thing. I put out a tweet earlier on in the game, and I was saying that Mamelodi Sundowns are battling against the heat, the quality, the physicality, and the conditioning as well. And the reason why I said that is that, yes, a lot of people clinged on to the fact that I said heat. Yes, I did say heat. Sundowns are used to playing in that heat. No, they're used to playing in hot weather, no doubt, because it does get hot within South Africa too, and in Africa too. But the thing is, the reason why I was trying to point that out is the fact that not only is it hot, but now you're also dealing with a team that can also set traps, because when Ronald Williams makes that pass for that mistake and they score the goal, like Richards Bay is not pressing like that, guys. You know, I mean, Stellenbosch is not pressing like that. Polokwane City is not pressing like that. When Mugana receives the ball and tries to make the turn and he gets pushed off and they get the ball and they scored the other goal that they scored, Dortmund, is that Chiefs are not doing that. You know, Orlando Pirates are not doing that. Maruma Gallants are not doing that. So as much as they're so used to playing in the heat, it's the other factors as well that come into it. So not only is it hot and it's humid and they have to take water breaks, but they have to deal with other factors that are going into the game. And the funny thing is, I go back to the first half. I thought Mamelodi Sundowns were doing really well to run in behind Dortmund's defense. I thought Dortmund's defense was really slow, but having Tashfik Matthews having to make those runs, Reyna's having to make those runs, and you ask yourself, if probably Mamelodi Sundowns were a lot more crucial, they probably could have scored like 3 goals within that first half. But they were not more clinical. Sorry, they were not clinical enough to eventually get those goals. And also on the other hand as well, you're dealing with bigger guys. Like you're dealing with bigger guys. Like I look at the Dortmund striker Durasi or something. He's huge. He's huge. And like Job Bellingham is huge. They're huge. You know, so Mamelodi Sundowns were battling against those factors because they're not used to playing that level as well. And then you go back to but those mistakes that they made, and they changed up the game as well. And I was happy with Lukaku as well. He comes on, he wins the ball back, he makes the run, he gives it to Mutiba. Mutiba scores the goal. And also, I felt like the Timbers one should have come off a lot earlier. Why did Tabo gonna come off? I know he made the mistake, but I'm not necessarily sure as to why that happened. So some of it is like Miguel Cardozo himself. You sort of question sort of the subs that he made. He could argue to say I was trying to win the game. That's what he could argue, that's for sure. But Sundowns now go into the game against Fluminense. I watched Fluminense against Dortmund. They're a very good side, and I would argue that they're a better side than Dortmund in the way that they had performed as well. So you sort of ask yourself, will a point be enough? They have to try get a point. They have to try win the game. But man, I have to say, if I could give Mamelodi Sundowns a huge compliment, just to say, of the teams within South Africa, you're the best who have dealt with conditions in that nature. And I felt like you guys really did well, and you showed up and you did the most, and you scored 3 goals against Borussia Dortmund. So big ups to you guys, man. And now going on into the next game, I think a lot of decisions are going to have to be made. Please like, subscribe, comment, everything. I really appreciate everybody's support.